The playoff has been around since 2014, and through its many iterations, it has seen 21 different programs account for those 52 postseason slots. Which team, though, is most likely to earn their first bid ever this season? Matthew.
I think it's the other U, the Miami Hurricanes. I think the Miami Hurricanes right now are the class of the ACC. And you could argue at this point where we sit today, they should be the number one team in the country based on their resume. And look, to make a playoff, you have to be great at the line of scrimmage. You have to be great at quarterback. They've certainly done that. The revamped defense, Carson Beck, playing himself back into maybe a first-round draft pick next year. And Mark, too, the schedule. They only have one ranked opponent left on the schedule. We know the ACC. I'm not a big believer in Florida State yet. Need to see more of them. But that schedule is shaping up for them to make a run.
You mentioned it. They have one ranked team left on the schedule, but it looks quite favorable after that. It's not a threatening schedule at all. You mentioned all the tools they have, the line of scrimmage. They have a wide receiver, Malachi Tony, who they call Baby Jesus. Anybody named Baby Jesus, they got to be anointed, right? So I think this team very much is poised to make their debut in the playoff. But, Coach, you got your eyes on Marcel Reed and the Aggies down there in College Station.
Yeah, Brady, in the coaching profession, Texas A&M makes no sense. They have it all. You know their last conference championship was 1998? The last national championship was 1938. It makes no sense. They got money. They got support. They got facilities. They've had good coaches. But Mike Elko is showing that passion. Watch the last play last week against against Notre Dame. This is 4th down and 11.
That's a hold.
It was a hold, but touchdown. This might be the energy they need. It's a tough conference. They have a tough schedule. But I'm picking A&M to get into college football playoff for the first time.
I want to make sure everyone out there notices that there's a common denominator amongst all three of my friends here, is they all pick teams that beat Notre Dame. So thank you for that. I appreciate you starting off this segment that way.
We love you.
Here's the thing is we can't come out here to Salt Lake and not talk about one of the teams, one of the best defenses in the country, can we? One of the most dangerous quarterbacks, that's a dual threat quarterback in Devin Dampier, can we?
I see what you did here.
And quite possibly with the best student fan base in the entire country, the Muss. I'm going with Utah breaking through for the first time in the college football playoff. But I don't know that the loser of today's game is out either. I also think there's a chance that both Utah and Texas Tech both get in.
Wow.
Big 12 only got one in last year. I think they at least get two in this year. These are the two best teams in the Big 12.
Yeah.
They're two of the best teams in college football. This is the best game in the Big 12 schedule the entire year. So soak it in, all right? Soak it in, boys. This is going to be a hell of a matchup.
I see what you did there. That was good.
You went there, huh?
Yeah.
You went there. All right, let's welcome in our college football guru, the Bear. Bear, who do you see making their playoff debut?
Well, first to react off of this game today, someone's going to face adversity for the first time. Neither team has trailed yet this year. Texas Tech hasn't allowed a point in the first half. But I agree with Brady. I think both teams are still alive. But if you're looking for another team that no one has mentioned up there in the set to make their first playoff appearance, I think it's USC. The Trojans right now are at 3-1 to make the college football playoff. You look at their schedule. They've got the road game at Illinois. They've got a road game at Notre Dame. They got a road game at Oregon. They got a road game at Nebraska. And they have a home game against Michigan. They go 3-2 against that schedule. A 10-2 USC with a defensive line that finally looks the part, with that receiving core. They might be that fourth team from the Big Ten to make the college football playoff.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College football on Fox.